Hi everyone and welcome to Studio Jake. I of course am your host Jacob Airy. This is my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture from anime to TV to novels and to movies. And one thing that has come up frequently on this vidcast, and I really don't like this, I would rather discuss things that I'm excited about, is Disney live action remakes. We're hearing a lot of rumblings about different movies that, the mouse is planning on turning into another cash cow. And listen, the Disney live action remakes have all been disastrous. With the exception of Cinderella and Lady and the Tramp, all of them have been really poorly done, from inserting sort of that woke agenda of hyper political correctness and communist propaganda, and or they've just been not that good. For instance, the Lion King remake, it was fine. It was just kind of boring because it was just the animated film, but without the animals' ability to emote as if, they're like they could in their traditional animation form, or like the Jungle Book, which couldn't decide if it was a musical or not. It was going back and forth. So now we have another one, and that's the Aristocats. So this was one of my sister's favorite Disney films. When she was growing up, my super cute wife, she really loved it. And, it came out the original one came out in 1970. And it's about this um, mother cat and her three kittens. And they're owned by this very wealthy, I guess, American woman who's living in Paris. Well, she doesn't have any heirs, so instead of leaving her fortune to her butler, she decides, who's been with her, for most of her twilight years, she decides to leave it to her cats, and so the greedy butler kind of, dumps them out into the middle of the French countryside, and it's their journey to get back home, and they meet this alley cat named Thomas O'Malley. And, he has that famous song. He's voiced by the original voice of Baloo from Jungle Book. I'm Thomas O'Malley, O'Malley the alley cat. That kind of thing. Oh, by the way, if you hear noise in the background, apologies. There's some construction going on in my neighborhood. Sorry about that. Can't do anything about it. Anyway, so what is this? What is this big announcement for the Aristocats? So this is from Deadline. Exclusive. After winning the Oscar for Best Documentary last year, Amar Questlove-Thompson has found his feature film directing debut, as sources tell Deadline. He will helm a live-action hybrid reimagining of the Aristocats for Walt Disney Studios. Thompson also is executive producing and overseeing music for the film, whose script is by Will Gluck and Keith Bunnan. Tarek Trotter, Sean Gee, and Zara Zolman will executive produce on behalf of 215 Entertainment. Gluck and his production company, Olive Bridge, are producing along with Thompson's 215. So, I don't have anything against any of these people personally. I'm not, I'm not really familiar with Questlove outside of his music. I don't know anything about his personal politics. I didn't see the documentary that he won for. Good for him. So this isn't an indictment on him personally or any of the producers or writers involved, but just going by the Disney live action remake track record, they've all been really bad. Let's be real. The Beauty and the Beast was not impressive. Emma Thompson was completely the wrong choice to play Belle. And think about Mulan. They literally have Ming Na, and who voiced Mulan in the animated version, and they didn't give her any significant role. It was absolutely tragic, and I just can't help but wonder, because all of them made since Cinderella and The Lady and the Tramp, they've all been about, hey, we're gonna push this politically correct agenda, not to please fans of Disney or people who watch Disney movies as kids or even now as adults, just people who are enthused about animation like I am. No, we're just going to do it to push this agenda so we can get high fives on social media. That's what this has all been about. And I have no doubt that we will see this with this remake as well. I have no reason to think that Bob Iger, who had his big comeback as the Disney CEO, I have no reason to think he is going to take it in a better direction, because he's the one who instigated all these problems. During his first tenure, Bob Chapek tried to right the ship. He failed, and now it's going back to this. And I just think that it's just abhorrent that Disney cares more about quantity over quality, that they're not going to give us a quality remake of this movie, of this classic. I just have a feeling it's going to be a disaster. So those are my thoughts on it. Love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.